Visitors to the University of Evansville may not realize that the small brown bungalow tucked on campus has been named one of Indiana's must-see buildings. The Peters-Margedant home, designed and built by Evansville native Wes Peters, who gained notoriety as Frank Lloyd Wright's right-hand man.
The more you read and hear about Wes Peters, the more you appreciate what a brilliant guy he was. Wes Peters graduated from high school at Bosse High School here in Evansville in 1929, and then moved on to Evansville College for 1 year, transferred to MIT for 2 years where he studied architecture.
It was at MIT that Peters first read the writings of Frank Lloyd Wright. Inspired, he decided to join Wright's newly formed School of Architecture, Taliesin.
Wes Peters was the first one who came up with $400 tuition, and so he was the first fellow.
Throughout 1932, Peters and his fellow apprentices studied under the tutelage of Wright, even assisting the great architect with the building of his home. But Peters' time was short-lived, not for lack of talent, but overwhelming love for Wright's teenage stepdaughter, Svetlana. Wright strongly disapproved of the couple, and Peters returned to Evansville. However, despite having no job and very little means, Peters soon embarked on his first project.
The style of the Peters-Margedant House is called Usonian Style. This was a residential architectural style developed by Frank Lloyd Wright and his firm primarily in the 1930s and 40s. And we feel that this is the first of its type because the first official Usonian home is called the Jacobs House. It was built in 1936. This, of course, predates that by 2 years. The Usonian architectural movement was meant to provide housing for the common man, people of modest means. So it needed to be affordable, it needed to be efficient in its use of materials and its use of land, and it needed to be easily constructed out of local materials.
Oak is showcased throughout the home, as well as many other features characteristic of the Usonian style, including a flat roof and wide eaves, high-placed windows for privacy in the front, and floor-to-ceiling glass panels in the back to emphasize a strong connection between the interior and exterior design.
Some of the innovations here are unique to this building, such as the shutters, the internal shutters for circulation. The idea of the great room, which is very common these days, was innovative at the time. And this has a very good early example of a great room, which can be used for family gatherings. It was a dining room. You know, it was a place for the family to congregate. After this house was designed, it was occupied by his cousin, James Margedant, with 4 kids. So there's 6 people living in 550 square feet.
Peters himself never lived in the house. After Svetlana turned 18, Wright and his wife relented and the young couple were married in 1935, returning to Taliesin, where Peters became Wright's chief engineer. After Wright died in 1959, Peters took over as president of the Taliesin Associated Architects, completing many of Wright's projects as well as designing his own buildings. And while his first design was not forgotten, it was in jeopardy, landing on Indiana Landmark's 10 Most Endangered list in 2012.
About 4 years ago, a group of people, community members, came together and they were concerned with preserving this house because it had been vacated in 2012. People from that group included representatives from the mayor's office, from Indiana Landmarks, concerned community members, and then UE. And we were brought into the discussion as a possible place for this house to be moved to.
As a professor of art history at the university, Heidi helped lead the search for the home's new location, selecting a spot right next to the very engineering building Peters had attended while at Evansville College. Indiana Landmarks stepped in to purchase the abandoned home with a grant from the city, and friends of the Peters-Margedant House group raised the money necessary to fund both the home's move and restoration. On August 22, 2016, after 2 years of meticulous planning, the home was carefully carried 1.5 miles to its new location on the University of Evansville campus.
The real integrity of the home was in its interior. The fact that the woodwork had never been painted was pretty phenomenal. And we knew that bringing together the groups that we did, that we could reconstruct it as close to its original condition as possible.
On March 30th, after 4 months of hard work, the Friends of the Peters-Margedant House group, along with Wes Peters' son Brandok, officially dedicated the home. For Heidi, the house serves as a perfect educational tool for her museum and gallery study class, where students can learn how to lead tours and create exhibit materials in a real-life environment.
There's a great experiential set of opportunities here, but it's also a place where students from age 6 to 96 can come and learn about this house and its role in the Usonian architectural movement and Frank Lloyd Wright and Wes Peters' stories.
We often ask, what ideas did Wes Peters come up with independent of Wright and his practice that might be evident in this house or in other works that came out of Wright's firm? It's very difficult to determine, but as this house and this project promotes the discussion about William Wesley Peters, we think more and more of his contributions to modern architecture will come to light.